Hey, y'all, it's K-Lynne. Welcome back to Flippin' for Change. This is going to be one that I've been dreading, kind of, but not really. So today's video is going to be WhatNot prep. Preparing for my very first WhatNot show. My sister, hey sis, is coming from North Carolina to help me launch my WhatNot journey. So the first week of April, I went to North Carolina. We were on spring break. We went there for Easter. It was Mom's birthday, and she launched her WhatNot journey. At that time, I was there to kind of help her get her stuff kicked off and help her navigate all of it. And she is now coming to help me do that on my side so I can start getting rid of some of this plush. I'm going to sell, I'll be mostly clothing eventually, but first order of business, y'all, wait till you see it. Oh, wait till you see it. First order of business, plush auctions. I am going to be starting all of the plush at $3. Most of it will be $3. Some of it will be like I have some little, what are they called? I have some little Coke bears, like the little beanies. Those will be like $3 for $1 because they're just little bitty things. But yeah, so there'll be a few things that'll be like a couple items. You know how they say in WhatNot world, 2 for 1 money or 3 for 1 money. But yeah, so I just thought if I'm going to do the work, which is going to be behind me. Do y'all like my little goosey girl, by the way? She's still leaning Gertrude for me. I've had a few people send me suggestions, but so far she's leaning Gertrude for some reason. But anyway, I'm going to stack all the totes back here. And then I've got some bankers boxes that I just built. And I thought, oh, you know what? I should probably set the camera up real quick and record all of this for you guys, because why not, right? Why not? It's my crazy train. Hop on if you're not already on board. Hit that subscribe button and give me a like. And come on this wild and crazy train with me. So let's get to sorting plush, y'all. Let's get into sorting plush. I didn't think this through really. Okay, how do I do this? I'm not really sure how to do this. Pardon my very pale white legs, by the way. I'm just not into tanning. I had melanoma in 2019, and ever since then, it's just not been a priority of mine. So you might need your sunglasses is what I'm trying to say. Y'all, I need to put this stuff into bankers boxes, but I want to sort it. I'm going to do a weight sort. I guess I could just, I don't know where to start. Okay, bankers boxes. Okay. This is what they used to be in. Isn't that wild? I didn't realize I still had all those there. And then I don't anticipate having very many of the small ones. So I made up a bunch of little Post-its with weights on them. That is how I will sort. So I got down here with all my plush and, you know, this big one right here, all my boxes and a little half circle around me that you can't really see. Maybe I'll try to pan the phone down a little bit. Yeah, I forgot the scale. Yeah, that's the whole point of this and the little sticky notes is because I want to make sure I have weights correct and whatnot. And I forgot the most important thing to determine weight. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have my scale. And I'm swapping out the box for who is probably going to be Gertrude the goose. This little basket for the 4-ounce items, because I really don't anticipate having very many of those. Most of these will go in a poly mailer, and I want this because I want to tear out my, zero out my, my scale. This is a 4-ounce box. Some of these items will be boxed. Most of them are going to go in poly bags, but there will be a few items that will need boxed. So it's 4 ounces. It's not going to make, I mean, obviously for a 4-ounce, I'll know. Do you know what anyway, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because I'm not really understanding it myself. This is just, I mean, I'm learning. This is what we do. Obviously, I know shipping. I've been doing shipping for a long time, but I just want to be super accurate on WhatNot, because I have, knock on wood, never gotten any kind of an overcharge for anything. I have gotten credits back. Well, I guess you guys don't need to see the actual weight. What happened? I had it zeroed. There it goes. Okay, so we'll get into it. As you can see, I have all of my plush in bins sorted by, oh, maybe I need this for, that'll be fine. Let's just get started, shall we? You'll notice a lot of them are pre-bagged, because I have almost always pre-bagged my items. I just recently stopped doing that, especially now for doing WhatNot. It's gonna, as items are on eBay and they sit for a while, I may pull them off of eBay to throw in a WhatNot, and I'll have to like show the item, so I just don't want it bagged. So 1.8, 1 pound, 0.8 ounces. This is one that I probably would put in a bag, and honestly, like, just, I mean, in a box, just because he's so big. So he's, right off the bat, we're going to start with a 2-pounder. I just want to make sure things get to where they're going, So that's going to be an 8. Beanie Baby, anyone? If you go way back in my videos, it would be 3 years ago, I feel like. Goodwill used to do blue boxes. They did a blue box. Maybe they still do. I haven't looked in years. They would do a blue box release every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And they had all kinds of different, they had plush box. It was a mystery box, basically. Mystery box lots, all kinds of stuff. So they used to have 10-pound plush boxes for like $19.99, and then they ended up getting, I don't even know where they stopped when they got up to like, I feel like they got up to like 24, and I was like, no. But the last one I ever bought was 10 pounds of tie. 10 pounds. I did get a credit back for that one, because I told them that. And that was, now they have a tie box. Well, a couple years ago, they started offering a tie box, and that was one of the things I said. I said, if you're going to send somebody a box full of tie Beanie Babies, you need to make it a Beanie Baby box. And the guy even told me that at that time, and remember, this is like years ago, he said they're not supposed to, the Beanie Babies at that time were just supposed to be filler. Like if they were a pound shy, if they got to like 9 pounds or 9 point something pounds and they just needed to fill, they were supposed to use the beanies for filling. Look how cute he is. So cute. You can have him for $3 in my WhatNot show. And just like this beautiful little thing. Oh, I put a thing over to protect her eyes and to make sure her beak didn't like move. But it's the most adorable little peacock. So cute. One tote down. This is just the listed stuff, y'all. I'm starting with what's already listed on eBay, because it was easy to move that stuff over into WhatNot. The rest of my plush shows are probably going to be, they're probably going to be random pool shows. because, and that's probably really loud. That just means like right now, if you go to WhatNot, which please go to WhatNot, my link is in the details of the video, in the details below. If you go there, you can bookmark my show. It is July 7th at 7 p.m. 7 at 7. And you will see right now in my plush show all the plush that's going to be offered and available for sale. I got to get all these weights updated in WhatNot. And then I'm going to double check and make sure that everything is in WhatNot. Like I haven't seen this. I don't think I ever listed this one actually, because it needs batteries and I need to test it. So I'm going to have to do that. I feel like I was starting to say something before then. I don't know. Anyway. I'm confusing myself because I teared the box, but like this one I know is going to go in a poly bag and it's 2.9 ounces. So that means even with the poly bag, because the poly bag doesn't even weigh an ounce, it'll still be under. It'll be at 3.9. Ooh. Yeah. I think that one's going in the 8. And we're going to have to start a tote of 8 ounces over there. So I'm glad I emptied a tote really quickly, because the 8, well, this is why why am I throwing it out of the 8-ounce box into the tote that I just emptied? I can just put the new ones that weigh 8 ounces into the tote. And now I have another one, which I'm just going to leave right here because I'm probably going to need it for something. Looks like either 2-pound. Where's the 2-pound thing? It must have fallen off. Either the 2-pound or the 12 ounce is going to be next. Oh, get back to sorting. That did not take as long as I thought it was going to take. I am so surprised and so happy. I thought that was going to take me forever. And I'm really glad I decided to do the totes because I guess I needed the banker's boxes initially to put stuff in, but I mean, hello, it's going to be so much easier now just to keep the different weight classes in the totes. Like, I don't know why I thought I was going to need a whole bunch of banker's boxes. So this is stuff that is currently listed on eBay. Most of it should be. I have equally as much, if not more, Plush, a combination of other things that are listed on eBay and things that are not yet listed. What I did not include in this, and what will not be in this first WhatNot Plush show, I have a tote this size that is all Disney. Most of which is not listed. So I'm going to have a Disney Plush show. That will be one of probably my next show. And then I have another one this size. I saw a few Halloween items in here. And like that one Valentine's Day hippo and this actually just got added into my stuff. And I already know it needs to have a photograph because I used to use this in my Valentine's Day decor. I didn't use it this year. I don't recall using it last year. So it's time to go. There's a few items in here I'll have to photograph, but the point was there's another whole big tote full of holiday plush. Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, lots and lots of Christmas. Actually, I see a Frosty 2-pack over there, which I don't believe is listed. I took down a whole bunch of Christmas plush the other day and do not recall seeing Frosty. I'm starting to get hives from touching all the boxes. It's so fun. Autoimmune is so fun. It's so fun. It's not at all. It's just... Okay, so I guess that's it. So that was some of the WhatNot prep. As I do more, I guess I'll show that to y'all too, if I think about it. And yeah. Be sure and tune in on Tuesday, July 7th, 7/7 at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I am on the East Coast. And come and get some good plush deals. If you have any little ones that you like to gift plush to, or if you collect, or if you know anyone who is a collector, I do have, it's a lot of just kind of generic, like just to love plush. I have a few Squishmallows. I have some Webkins. I've got some Flipazoos. I've got a few Cabbage Patches. Here's the Coke. I have a little Coke penguin. You see, this is like everything's ready to be, a lot of the stuff was ready to be shipped. I'm a very careful shipper, as you can see. So that's going to be problematic for me now that I think about it, because like, how can I show that in WhatNot? I don't want to unwrap it. I don't know how I'm going to do this one, but anyway, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So be sure and join me, even if you are not a plush person. Just come and hang out. There is a link in my description. If you are not already registered on WhatNot, doesn't cost anything to register on WhatNot. You can sign up with my link and they will actually give you a little bit of money to spend. I think it's $15. When I first signed up like 3 years ago, it was 10, and then they moved it to 15. And I think it's still 15. But yeah, they just will load that into your account and you've got that money to spend however you want. I would love it if you would spend it in my show, but you don't have to spend it in my show. It's a WhatNot credit for anywhere. So, when you're on, just so you know, like when you're bidding it, it's not just $3, it's $3 plus shipping. Just something to be thinking about. Just pop in and say, hey, there's a running chat and you can pop in and say hello and get to know some of the other people that are in there. Give me a follow. You'll get notified when I do my shows. It is summer break. So my hope is, if everything goes well, I will do my plush shows and then I'll start on clothing, and I will probably have like shows scheduled, and then I may have times where I just kind of jump on because it's summer break right now. So I kind of have the flexibility. So jump on Tuesday, July 7th at 7 p.m. 777. See you there. Bye, y'all.